the reality is that there are laws in this country that mention race by name. There are all sorts of regulations about what ownership of businesses must look like. There are quotas, what sports positions must look like when there's a competition and stuff like that. So there's a lot of race laws in this country. Also in the schooling system, though, there is a certain narrative that's being pushed, and even in the, I suppose our version of the woke press, that the white people who are here today are the beneficiaries of apartheid. Of apartheid. Now, one obviously cannot. That's not obviously someone's perspective, and whether you agree or disagree or not is now a different question. But the reality is that there's a very important element that has disappeared from the public discourse at some stage. The thing is, South Africa has now been democratic for a long time, right? Fairly long time. It's 30 years almost, or whatever. Can't make the calculation too quickly now. But the question is, who are the white people who are alive today? If you talk to school kids who study history as it is being taught in South African schools right now, the narrative being pushed is that, the whites are today are the baddies and stuff like that. They benefited from apartheid, and that's why they are doing better than everybody else. But the thing that has disappeared from the discourse is that who are the white people who are alive today? It is peoples whose parents and grandparents voted yes in the referendum of 1992. South Africa had its first democratic election in 1994, but before that, there was a referendum amongst the European population where they had to say, whether they feel apartheid should end. And obviously the yes vote won, so the people voted and said they want apartheid to end. The white people of the time voted, the majority voted, they want apartheid to end. And the white people who are in South Africa today are either themselves the ones who voted yes in 1992 and their children and their grandchildren. So for some reason, to my question is always, at what stage are people going to start saying that the white people who are alive today are the descendants of the people who voted yes in 1992?